Hello, I'm Charlotte Allen, founder and CEO of Rebel Success for Leaders. We work with executives and VPs responsible for R&D, engineering, and innovation at food and beverage companies. The topics we share on this channel are critical to change leadership success in any organization. Today, we are talking about when your instincts may need to be challenged. Picture this. The steering committee wraps up, everyone's aligned, there's no pushback. The project lead says things are on track. You leave the room thinking, good team, solid execution. 3 months later, you find out the transformation you thought was running has been quietly renegotiated, rewritten, and no one really brought it up because every signal you were watching stayed green. That's the competence trap. And if that scenario is familiar, then this video is for you. What is the competence trap? It's when a technically strong organization's capability becomes the thing that delays an honest signal from reaching the leader who needs to see it. And this is very closely linked to something I call the quiet override. In technically strong organizations, transformation rarely fails through open resistance. What happens instead is quieter. Capable teams absorb the disruption and keep moving. Workarounds become standard. Gate decisions get deferred. Project language softens from committed to qualified. The organization has quietly renegotiated the transformation. This is the quiet override. And here's what makes it so difficult to detect. The more capable your team is, the longer they can sustain the appearance of forward motion while the original intent erodes. Most VP level leaders in R&D, engineering and innovation have led transformations before. They know the frameworks. They have a track record for reading whether an organization is genuinely engaged or just going through the motions. That track record is calibrated to the past, to transformations where resistance surfaced, where the skeptic said something, where the team that was struggling eventually escalated. The quiet override does not produce those signals. It produces alignment that feels easier than the conditions should allow. It produces steering committee consensus that represents a quiet retreat from the original ambition, just a little more distance. And it produces a senior leader who has every reason to trust what they're seeing. Research from Leadership IQ studying over 1,200 employees found that 84% of leaders fail to change even when told directly about their blind spots. That barrier is structural. The more a senior leader trusts their instincts, the less likely they are to question them. Overconfidence is the quiet accelerant in this equation. The capability paradox is when, again, the highly capable organization will absorb the disruption of change and keep moving. The more confident that leader is in the capabilities of their team, the longer it takes to question what that motion is producing. The leaders who catch the quiet override early have developed a specific habit. They watch for whether people are working differently, not just reporting that they are. When the expected behavior shifts are not appearing on the schedule, the absence is the signal. When frontline conversations are harder to get than they should be in a healthy transformation, it's time to examine. And most importantly, they've learned to consciously interrogate their own certainty, to ask, is my confidence in this organization the thing that is clouding my vision? Here is our one-page infographic that covers all of the content from today, and it will be available in the show notes. So your leadership move is to question whether your confidence in your organization is the obstacle preventing you from seeing clearly. Look at the behavior change you're trying to drive towards and truly critically assess, are you seeing that, not just at the end, but are you seeing that move along the path of the transformation? So to read the full analysis, there's a blog at rebelsuccessforleaders.com in the blogs page. There's also World's Top STEM Leaders LinkedIn newsletter, and you can subscribe to this YouTube channel. If you are an executive or VP with responsibilities for the groups of engineering, innovation, IT, and R&D, we host every other month a virtual conversation with leaders to share insights, challenges, and strategies for implementing and operationalizing critical initiatives successfully. We uncover real-world challenges, and we hope to see you there. Sign up to get on the distribution list. The link is in the description. Thank you, and I hope to see you again soon.